If you ever wondered why men don't show up the way you desire, this video is for you. The truth is, it's not about you doing more. It's about you embodying that beautiful feminine energy that naturally inspires the masculine. Before I dive in, I want to be honest with you. I have been through some karmic relationships. Those are painful, intense connections that teach me lessons about loving myself and loving other people. I have been through some toxic, repetitive cycles in relationships, and even a very intense twin flame connection that pulled me into the dark night of the soul and forcing me to shatter my ego. So I know what's like to lose myself, to experience the same story through different phases, and to wonder if love will ever feel safe to me. Those experiences have now become my greatest teachers, guiding me to tap into the divine feminine energy that totally transformed my relationship dynamics. This is why I'm here to share you all the secrets about it, because I've tested them in the fire of my real life. I want to help you break free faster to access this energy and transform your relationship dynamic to a more healthier one, more higher frequency one, more unconditional one, without you need to force it, to control it, or attaching to any of it. So before I share to you the secrets of divine feminine energy, I want to first explain how the universe created the divine feminine and divine masculine. So this is the law of the universe. This is the law of the polarity. This is the law of how energy works. Now, here I say divine feminine, it does not restrict it to our gender of our physical body. Sometimes a guy can be resonating more with the divine feminine energy. But typically speaking, divine feminine energy is very in touch with their heart, their emotions, their intuition, their creativity. And the divine masculine energy is more working with the logic, with the practical realm, with the material world. So take it however you resonate. And if you're drawn to click into this video, you're more likely to resonate with the divine feminine energy already. Okay, so this is how the universe created the divine feminine and divine masculine energy to be in a very natural way. So as a divine feminine, we work mostly in the 5D, 5-dimensional space. That's the space of working with energies, working with intuitions. We attract love by vibrating at a magnetizing frequency. To be more exact, is how confident we feel in our own body, how much love we have in our own life towards ourselves and to other people. It's the essence of the spirit. It's the essence of something that is beyond the physical body, something that's beyond how you present or show externally to the world. So it doesn't matter how beautiful you are, how your outfit is gorgeous and so presentable. It's about your soul, it's about your heart, it's about that energy you exude. While the divine masculine energy works in a very different way, in the sense that they work predominantly in the 3rd-dimensional world, which is the material world. So they are more good at logical thinking, taking actions, creating future plans that ground the connection into the practical realm. So when a divine feminine energy is naturally aligned with her magnetism, the divine masculine energy, if balanced, is gonna naturally called to take actions towards her by contacting her, by approaching her, by initiating conversations to her and going out for dates, planning out for dates, planning out for future arrangements, and to ground the connection into the practical realm. It is not the divine feminine's rule to chase after the divine masculine. If the role is reversed, the divine feminine energy is not in her balanced state, and the divine masculine energy will feel it and start to pushing or feeling the resistance for this connection. So as divine feminine watching this video, it's very crucial to understand that it's not about our looks. It's not about how much effort we put into this connection. It's all about how much love we can embody within us, okay, in our true essence. The energy you carried within yourself, your presence, your being, your love, is gonna be picked up by the masculine. And if they feel you are not ready, if you are not in that balanced, aligned place, they will feel the resistance. So exactly how the feminine energy can attract and magnetize and inspire the masculine to take the actions towards them. The first secret is that before you fall in love with anyone else, fall in love with yourself and your life. This works like magic because, like I mentioned before, the divine feminine energy works with the heart. Once our passions to life, once we have that unconditional love towards ourselves, our heart energy is activated and we naturally immediately start to magnetize love into our life. One of the most powerful and magical thing that I did in my own personal transformation is to create a long list of things that I can do passionately by myself. And those are not big things. Those are like really small, accessible things I can do anytime during the day, but find tremendous gratitude with. Things like I can find a big rock in the nature, and I can sit on it and listen to my favorite music. And things like I can spend a morning every week to explore a different city. I just bring my dog with me and just walk neighborhood or by the beach or go to a new coffee shop. I can learn new instruments. I can have different creative hobbies like painting. There's just so much magic out there existing in the world waiting for us to explore. For example, I recently got into playing guitar again, and I'm starting to learn the music theory. And my teacher just shared to me how the music theory works like equations of mathematics. It's all beats that's magically existing in the universe. And I was blown away by that. I feel like that's the magic, that's the fun existing in the universe all the time. And I made that list very, very long. Like I made probably 30 things I can do by myself. And I highly recommend you to do that, because once you come up with this list, you can follow through whenever you feel lonely or you feel like you're in kind of like a limbo or chaotic moments in your life. And those are more vulnerable times that we want to depend or attach to external world or to other people, or craving a connection or attaching our feelings to other people. But once we focus and direct our energy into falling in love with our life, we will feel no need to go out for external validations or seeking approvals or seeking connections with another individual. Your own passions in life are the strongest assets that you can bring with you any time of your life, anywhere in your life. Once you solidify yourself into that energy of self-sufficient, self-fulfilling, and very passionate about your own life, the masculine energy will get inspired and irresistibly drawn to your energy, because you are vibrating at such a high level that you don't need anyone to fulfill you. And that just removes a lot of resistance when you're connecting with people, Because the masculine, if they feel that you are attached to them, if you need them constantly, that's a lot of pressure they will feel. And most of the time they will pull away, or they will create some kind of distance to remove that stress in their life. But with you being very centered, grounded, and you seemed very busy with your own things, but still make enough time to open yourself up to love, to give, to offer that passionate energy that you already mastered in your own life, they will feel passionate about their own life too. And they would want to share a meaningful, passionate life with you. That's the power and magic of how feminine and masculine energy come together and co-create together. Once they come into together by being two fulfilled and complete individuals, the energetic field got amplified. It's like a big expansion of the soul that shines so much brighter than you staying in your own energy and being single all the time. So there is always rewards and treasures after you direct your energy to yourself, after you embrace that love towards yourself. Love will feel different after you reach that state. You'll feel like it's better to have another people come into my life and we fall in love and co-create together. But I am also living a wonderful, fulfilling life by myself. Secret number 2 is to always rooted in our values and boundaries. Learning to say no is such a superpower of feminine energy because, like I said, feminine energy, we are visionaries, we are energy workers. We map out what the connection or what the relationship is gonna be looking like or feeling like. So we're the leader in the energetic realm. We're setting a ground, a vision for that connection. So saying no to something that we don't resonate with is actually we being leaders in the connection to help fine-tune the connection into the way of being aligned, healthy, balanced, nourished. It's like we are always standing in the center of our golden circle, and we are the firm leader to decide what is allowed in our life and what is not. In this process, we have to set high bars and standards, especially when connecting with a romantic partner, because romantic connections are intimate and sacred. What we allowed in our energy becomes who we are. And in a higher perspective, the masculine needs the feminine energy to stay firm in her boundary, to guide him for how much growth they need to do to have a healthy relationship in his life too. Because without the feminine's energy guiding them, they will also feel very confused and lost about how much they want to settle into their own life, how much work and what kind of work they need to do. So by setting boundaries, by standing in your own values, you are no longer doing yourself a favor, but also to your masculine, because they also want to rise if they're the strong kind. Obviously, some divine masculine, some masculine energy, when you are setting up that high bar, they feel so egoistic, they feel shattered, they feel weak and insecure to meet up with you. And that means he's not ready to be the one for you. Even that, you should still keep your energy up and stand in your own golden circle of value and boundary. Because here's the thing, that's how the vibration and energy works. Whatever you hold, you attract. And whatever you hold that the other people can meet, they will pull away, they will run away, they don't have the capability to enter into your life. That is the law of the universe, that is the law of the energy. You hold up a high standard for yourself, someone new that can meet up with you will enter into your life. So if you carry a belief that I should lower my bars because he's the best one I can get. That's the exact opposite of how the universe works. The universe is always gonna grant the good opportunities or rewards to the people who can hold up to who they are and to stick up with that boundary because of they are very clear about what they deserve and what they value. By holding your power, holding your boundaries, you're also telling the masculine that in order for you to be coming into my life, you have to do the necessary growth. And that growth is beautiful, it's transformative, it is life-changing, but you have to have the courage to embrace a higher version of you. And I'm guiding you the way for you to access this light, to guide you towards that version of you. But if you're not willing to do the necessary growth, it's okay also for me to not having you in my life, because I have my beautiful long list of things I can do by myself in a passionate way. Secret number 3 is to express your desires clearly. Like I mentioned before, feminine energy is the visionaries in the connection, and we are directing and guiding the masculine to come into the light, to come into a balanced, aligned relationship. So it's important that we know what we want in a connection, what we desire, what makes it fulfilling, what makes it fun and rejuvenating, and express that clearly to the masculine so they're not confused. The feminine's power comes from openness and clarity, not the subtle mental games or confusions that's created in the connection. Many women in relationship, they suppress their truest desires. They feel like, I don't want to cause too much trouble, I don't want to be too demanding or asking too much. Or some other women, they tend to control and exert that power to ask a lot from the partner, like, you have to give me this, you have to give me that, otherwise I'm not happy, I'm not fulfilled, and I'm gonna leave you. And that creates tremendous resistance in the connection, because you're not coming from a place of inspiring and almost like luring the masculine to take the initiate themselves. So here's an example of control, is that you should take me out for dates. You should buy me this gift to make me feel happy. While an example of feminine clarity is that I really enjoy the time when we are walking by the beach. That just felt really fun, and I feel like a kid again, and can we do that again? And I love to experience more of those memories with you like that. The masculine energy naturally wants to rise up, to please us, to make us feel like a kid, and to make us feel very passionate about ourselves, very beautiful about ourselves. They're willing to do those work, and those kind of works makes them feel giggling and feel like their efforts are empowered, they are meaningful, which will also make them feel purposeful and successful. When you set the vision and your desire out loud with clarity and openness without controlling the outcome, the masculine energy is going to naturally called to take action towards it to make you happy. That's the gift of mastering this feminine energy, is you will feel like what you need in love, what you truly desires that makes you fulfilled, is gonna come very easily and effortlessly once you step into a divine feminine energy. This is our divine gift, is not through hustling, not through overthinking or asserting control or power. It's just simply we sit back, allow the masculine to please us, to fulfill us, while we set the visions very clear for what makes us truly happy in a gentle but powerful way. That makes both the feminine and the masculine energy so fulfilled in the connection. Last but not least, Secret number 4 is to surrender and let go. By surrendering and letting go of any outcomes and simply trust in the flow of life and also in the masculine energy, you are developing a perfect, aligned, harmonious relationship, both with the universe and the masculine. The masculine power thrives on freedom and independence. When you surrender, you allow the space for them to choose, to act, and to surprise you. You create room for him to act, to lead out of his own way. And that makes love a beautiful dance between two people rather than a battle force of trying to get anything out of it, out of obligations. Many women, especially those ones who are capable and independent, have the tendency to want to control the connection. So things like checking in constantly or scheduling a lot of things ahead of time or making a lot of demands, overanalyzing, pushing for reassurance. That creates a lot of pressure that suffocates the polarity, that suffocates the natural flow of the masculine energy. The masculine will not feel inspired. They will feel like it's managed, it's planned, it's rigid. Our true feminine power rests when we are in the receiving end, when we are sitting back and relaxed and inspiring the masculine energy to rise up to us. And it doesn't mean that we are being passive or we are running with no boundaries. It is the exact opposite of that. We have the capacity to sit back and relax in any relationship. It's exactly because we have clarity. We have clarity of what we want. We have clarity of our values and boundaries. And simply because we're so rooted in our own life, we have all the rights to surrender and relax. Because when a guy approaches and tells what he's gonna offer, you simply have the power to choose if he's the right one for you. It is when we are not clear with our boundaries and values, we fell into a lot of confusions and attachment and fear of losing, fear of rejection, because we are not fully grounded in ourselves. So I have repeated a lot of times, feminines out there, you have to find your own ground to stand firmly onto. That's our superpower. That makes our divine feminine to feel empowered and exuded at a magnetizing level. Now, if you feel like you have a hard time being in that receiving energy, being in that surrendering and allowing space, and you feel somewhat stuck in attracting love, you feel like you have been in this repetitive emotional cycle for a long time through the same story but different phases, I'm here to help you. I'm a transformation and manifestation coach, helping women to step into their own light and to magnetize from a healed, fulfilled version of themselves. So if you feel confused about what is blocking you, the choice to reach out to me, let's have a one-to-one clarity call, diving deeper into what is potentially holding you back. Because if you have been in that repetitive, subconscious, wounded patterns for a long time, if you don't heal yourself, if you don't bring clarity into it, you will keep manifesting the same things into your life. And that's the least thing we want in our life, because we have a lot of love within us. We have a lot of charms and miracles within us. And clarity is power when we are transforming into our higher self, when we are attracting a higher version of love. Clarity is the very first step to break the loop of that repetitive cycle. So I'm here to help you. That first clarity call is free, and that wraps up this video. I hope it can bring you some insights about how feminine energy actually works in the divine orchestration. This is how the the divine, how the universe designed our role in the connection. I hope you girls and women out there are called to go into your own light, to go into your authentic power, and to lead in your authentic light in connections, because connections are truly wonderful and magical, and they help us unleash the miraculous aspects of us. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe if you find this video useful, and please share to your other divine feminine friends or families that needs this message. And comment down below if you have questions or if you want to schedule with me. I love you, I appreciate you, and I'll see you next time.